Welcome, foolish mortals, to the 2017 13 Days of Slime Toy Reviews. I'm Pixel Dan, but this time of year, you may call me Phantom Dan. And we are going to kick off this new countdown of slime toy reviews with a look at the 2003 Masters of the Universe Mutant Slime Pit. That is right, my friends. The Slime Pit. It's a longtime staple of the Masters of the Universe property, but as you guys can see here, the Mutant Slime Pit from the relaunch of He-Man in the early 2000s is quite a bit different looking than that Horde Slime Pit from the vintage toy line in the 80s. So we're going to take a look at a brand new one here. It's in box, but we're going to open it up and we're going to play with the fun slime features. So first things first, this is in that red box art that we saw with all of the 2000X Masters of the Universe figures. But one thing I find really cool about this that we didn't see a whole lot in that series is that this features some actual box art, like actual artwork. You can see those aren't just photographs of the toys. That is actual artwork of the toys, and I love that. I think that is really cool. While it's nowhere near as dynamic as the beautiful paintings that we saw on the vintage boxes, it's still pretty sweet seeing a little bit of cool details like that on this particular box. You can also see that we've got an exclusive figure here. That's right. This is probably the only figure in the entire 2000X line that is not based on one of the vintage characters. This was a brand new character straight out of the 2000X cartoon series, and he came packaged with the Mutant Slime Pit, so that is pretty cool stuff. If you flip this around to the back side, it basically breaks down everything that's in the box. We've got our slime pit. We've got some Mattel slime, which I hope is still really good inside this box. We'll find out. We've got our mutant and his guts, which is awesome. And you can see up here, shows you some of the cool features in this particular set. So, my friends, why don't we go ahead and open up this box, which is now kind of vintage in its own right, since it's from the early 2000s. Let's rip it open and play with the Mutant Slime Pit. Alright, we got it opened up. You can see there's some minor assembly required. I think it's pretty easy to do. We're just going to snap it all together. We do have a sheet of instructions here, and one thing that's cool about this is the instructions actually detail all the different slime features, because yeah, there's actually more than one way to use the slime for this particular set. The mutant figure himself has his own slime feature, which is wonderful, but the slime pit also has a couple different ways you can use the slime. You can use it on the pit itself, and it's even got kind of a pouring feature, which is a lot more like the classic slime pit. So that's pretty cool, and we're going to explore all of those different options there once we get it all put together. But I am curious about this. The slime, guys. Look it looks wonderful. Now, one thing that's great about this is Mattel slime. If you've watched any of my videos, I've gushed before how Mattel slime is the best slime. It's the original slime. Mattel's had the slime name all the way back to like the 60s. And you can see on the top of the canister there, they even used their classic slime logo, which I think is wonderful. That is so cool. So, moment of truth, guys. Before we move any further, we're opening up the slime. Here we go. Ready? The slime is what? It's since like 2003, so it's over a decade old at this point. God, it's like over 15 years old. That's insane. I guess it's not quite 15. I can't count. But oh my gosh, guys. This slime, this is perfect slime still. Oh, that is good to know. If you can get a hold of one of these still sealed, you're going to get some perfect Mattel slime. Oh, I'm so excited right now. Okay, let's get the rest of this toy put together so we can start using this slime. Awesome. All right, here it is, fully assembled, the Mutant Slime Chamber. It is quite a bit different looking than that original slime pit, and I think most of you guys are probably familiar with it at this point. If not, make sure you check out the video I did on it in the past. That one was much more of a capture and kind of drip slime on you type of trap, you know what I mean? So like you would put the figures in it, it would capture them with a claw, it would drip slime down on top. This one is a literal pit. There's an actual pit up here, and this top part here actually resembles Skeletor's throne from the 2000X cartoon series, which is pretty cool. In fact, this whole slime chamber made an appearance in that cartoon series. Skeletor actually used it to make these mutant slime guys. They actually rose up out of that pit. So with that being said, here's the couple different ways that we can play with this. Like I said, this up here kind of looks like Skeletor's throne. So why don't we go ahead and get Skeletor and bring him in here? Yeah. Yep, that's right. Okay, so Skeletor can kind of just chill up here. And it's funny because he just kind of hangs out over it. I mean, it's not really a good seat. He kind of has to just straddle it. But there we go. Skeletor can sit up there in his little throne now, and that's pretty cool. So, a little slime pit here. What we got going on in the back, you can see it's actually all hollowed out. I can reach my hand in here, and it's got the ability to where you can push the doors open on the top very, very easily. Now, you can't actually push them down. So somebody can actually stand on the top like the little slime monster here, just like this. So if we want to position the slime monster standing on top of the pit, you can do just that. But what's cool about the hole in the bottom here, is that this is so that you can recreate the mutant rising up out of the pit like this. That's pretty fun stuff. He gets a little stuck because of his design, but hey, we can make it happen. And so here is one of the recommended ways of playing with this with your slime. Let's get our slime. Let's go ahead and drip some of that slime right there on top. Oh yeah, look at that. That is an actual slime pit, my friends. So now we've got a nice gooey mess. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. Nice gooey mess right there on the top. So I'm going to do this. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to rise our mutant up out of the slime pit with all that slime on top. Rise, mutant. Oh, push through the trap door. Oh, the slime is dripping down. Here, I'm going to help him out. Look. Oh, yeah, look. Oh. Oh. He's so stuck. He doesn't really fit in there. This is what the box told me to do, but he just doesn't fit through there very good. There you go. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And I'm making a huge mess now. But how can you not with all this slime? It's amazing. Okay, that was awesome and hilarious, but it was also extremely messy. And it turns out that 15-year-old Mattel slime I was really excited about wasn't as good as I thought it was because it was way too sticky for what we just did. It got stuck on everything, and I couldn't gather it back together. So it's gone now. But that's okay. I have slime on reserve, and I've put it in our little bucket here, and we're going to use it for the rest of this video because there are a few more slime features that this thing can pull off. So we saw the slime monster rising from the bottom of the slime pit. So you can see it's got those little doors on there that can press up from the bottom. But one of the other fun features is that this door can actually drop out from underneath as well, which means you can drop figures down into the slime pit. So this is triggered by tilting the Skeletor throne forward. When we tilt it forward, it unlocks it, and as you can see, the floor can then drop out. It's a really cool and kind of clever mechanic. So if you want to do something like this, let's just say we want to bring our little slime tub, we'll put it down underneath. It's actually super convenient. It basically just makes a little bathtub full of slime underneath the little chamber there. And then if we swing this back around, and then He-Man is now in Snake Mountain. Hold, Skeletor! I am here to stop you in your weird disco outfit ways. Meow! And that didn't work at all. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take off He-Man's accessories. Let's stand it back up there, tilt it forward. It really isn't that effective, honestly, of a gimmick, because all that's going to really happen, as you can see, is He-Man's just going to fall down and get his feet stuck in the slime down there. So, you know, that's something, I guess, but it's not near as fun and dynamic as, like, getting fully drenched in the slime. So here, I'll just reset that. Let's do it from this angle here, just so you can see what it looks like when we drop it down from this backside here. We can get He-Man to actually fall through. Oh, there it is. That's it. So it's not that fun of a mechanic. But there's one more thing that's kind of fun that they actually show you in the instructions with the whole tilting thing with Skeletor's throne. One of the things that's fun is it actually shows you that you can tilt the throne forward with Skeletor on it. So maybe if He-Man was just like, not today, Skeletor, meow! just drop Skeletor forward into this pit. But what this actually does, as you can see, it opens up a new way to slime your figures. Because very similar to kind of the old slime pit, the snake head on the top of the throne actually has a hole in the back, so that if we wanted to dump our slime like this, it should actually pour through and onto Skeletor, which is now trapped in the little slime pit there. Look at that. Here, just pour it through. It's gonna come, there we go, nice and slow and dripping down. Oh, perfect. I love it. So it's not super effective because you can't really see the figure very much. He's trapped down in there. But I will say the dripping down of the slime is just a much better effect overall than the other gimmicks we've seen with this playset so far. I will always prefer that, especially as far as a slime pit goes. Okay, so the last slime gimmick with this playset has to do with the slime monster himself. And honestly, it might be the best one on here, as long as it works well. So, you might notice that he has got a translucent chest, and inside his chest, he's got some guts floating around in there, which is really cool. There's actually a little locking mechanism. You can see this little bar right here. So, this will lock or unlock the trigger that will pop open his chest. So if we unlock it and then you press on his chest, oh, it springs up and his guts go flying everywhere. So check this out. He's just got these little plastic guts. So what's fun about this is not only does he have these little plastic guts that you can put inside there, but also we can put some slime in there. So here, let me bring in a nice little gooey batch of slime. Let's get enough so that we can get this closed shut. Oh, that might be a little too much. Here, let me thin it out a little bit. And then once you got the slime back in there, you got to hold it shut and just plug it back into the base. Now, if you want to make sure that doesn't fly open, just lock this little latch right there. But if we want to trigger the feature, we need to unlock it, and then we can have He-Man punch him in the chest, and that should explode him. So look at that. We got the slime inside there now with the guts, which is awesome, by the way. I always love toys like this. It kind of reminds me of like Mutagen Man from Ninja Turtles with like the guts and the slime and everything inside the clear chest. That is so cool. So all right, here we go. I have unlocked the feature. He-Man is here to save the day. Avast ye. I don't know why He-Man's talking like that, but okay, here we go. Oh my god, it definitely changes the dynamic. It makes it a little heavier with the slime in there, so you can see the way it kind of flew. I want to try that again. Here, let's just do it without He-Man punching it. Let's see what happens when we just press the button. Blah! It just flew off. So obviously the slime makes it so that the pieces don't fly out too far and too fast, but still, how cool is that? And look at this. Like with the slime just like with the guts. Oh, that is so much fun. That just looks great. I love this. So honestly, he's probably got the most fun slime gimmick in the set here. The rest of the slime gimmicks are okay. They're just not as exciting as like the vintage slime pit by any means. But this guy is a lot of fun. So there you go, my friends. That is the 2000X He-Man Slime Pit playset. It's fun. It's not near as fun as the vintage one, and it's hard to kind of, you always compare it to that. It's almost a completely different playset, but because it's got the same name, Slime Pit, you always want to compare it to like one of the best slime playsets of all time. But this is still a fun playset in its own right. It does come with some fun stuff. The slime monster is really cool, and he's got a really neat gimmick. And the great thing about this is still a very affordable playset. I bought this new mint in box off of Amazon for less than $30. So if you really want to track one down, it seems like they're still pretty easy to get a hold of, and you get this guy, and he's really cool. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned because this is but the first of 13 brand new slime toy videos. Subscribe, comment, and until next time.